don't believe in a safety culture and a culture of compliance, there's really no place for you in this industry.
Yeah, look, the other side of that is that businesses are often being pushed and pulled, and there's a lot of different pressures on them in order to keep the business operating, right? And I think we
Absolutely.
have to acknowledge that, but at the same time, try not to make excuses for that, which is why TSR does these convenings, but we also have programs that are focused on small and mid-sized operators to help them build safety cultures. We have some very large businesses involved in our organization, but they also recognize that they have resources that others don't. And so part of what we try to do is make sure that businesses have, small operators, medium-sized operators have resources that they can take advantage of, and sort of overcome some of the shortcomings that might go along with being a smaller mid-sized operator.
And that's part of the forum, right? That the forum provides these tools and I mean, for lack of a better word, tricks for these mid-sized fleets to create their safety culture.
Yeah, exactly. So that there's a couple of sessions that are going to be in the forum that are specific. What call them almost how-to sessions.
Yeah.
But the reality is, look, there's a 30-minute sessions. I mean, we want everybody to come because they'll pick up some learnings there. But then we also want them to continue to be a part of the TSR and TTT stream ecosystem, because there's more work to be done, and we have programs that are very specific to trying to help create these safety cultures that we hope more organizations will want to take advantage of.
Yeah, definitely. And I think, two of the things that really stuck out in my mind as I was looking over the agenda, and that I think are important for now and also going to be helpful moving forward. One of them is this data sharing that you guys are going to talk about. Let's talk about that a little bit, because again, we talk about here in New York City, Vision Zero started maybe 7-8 years ago, something like that. So, every year, DOT, DCAS, these agencies, they compile the data and they share them with other stakeholders. And it's one of those, the cliche, better, you do better type of things.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So part of what TSR is advocating for is very much aligned with that, which is improving the way that the private sector and public sector share data for a win-win situation, right? Unfortunately, in the road safety world, often the metrics we use are lagging indicators of safety, right? We talk about serious injuries and fatalities. Those are things that already happened. We can't undo that. So part of what we are trying to advocate for is more forward-thinking data sharing, bringing data together that doesn't necessarily always come together. Some of the things that happen, many fleets right now are outfitted with telematics information for their own benefit, which is great. And we believe every fleet operator should have a telematics system in place at this point. It's an essential part of operating a responsible fleet. But what if we are able to share that data more widely? And I'm not talking about individualized information. Let's not get confused about privacy implications. I'm talking about smart stewardship of data that tells everybody that has a stake in the roads, especially, folks who are on the public sector side, this is where the next incident might happen, because that might be you. Right? That might be your business. That might be you as an individual. That might be your family member that's involved in something. If we can start to predict where things are going to happen, that kind of data sharing is invaluable, right? And so that's part of what we're going to learn at the forum. How is that taking shape now? And how can we all be involved in this going forward to make it really effective?
Absolutely. And, it's so interesting because I remember when the in-cab cameras started to become really popular. And at first, so the fleet managers and the safety compliance managers loved them and put them in the vehicles. But there was pushback from drivers for exactly like you said, privacy concerns.
Sure.
Until the first crash where the camera proved that the driver was not the one at fault. It was a no-fault crash, and it saved the driver's job by having it. And once, you talk about sharing, once those stories started to get out, all of a sudden the resistance from drivers plummeted.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt. But you know what? Businesses, the business owners, the managers have to also understand how to use it appropriately so that it isn't putative. It isn't something that you have to build trust in any business, right?
Yes.
Whether it's from a safety standpoint or otherwise. And I think that's also an important part of why we're such fans of an appropriate safety culture, because there isn't this culture of negativity around these things. It's better for everybody. You want to work at a place like this because we're going to keep you safe and we're going to secure your job, and all of these things go hand in hand if they're handled properly. And we see it happening. Many businesses do this well, and for those that aren't sure how to do it, we want to help them to figure out how to do it right.
So what's the website for the forum? Where can these people go and sign up?
Yeah, you can find the address at togetherforsaferroads.org. So togetherforsaferroads.org. And then if you just look in the menus, you'll clearly see the Vision Zero Fleet Forum there, and you can register online for the event. We are asking for a nominal contribution to offset our costs for hosting the event. But if for those people who can't do that or don't want to do that, you can use the code all caps NYCDCAS when you register, and then the forum is free for you. But we want to see as many people join us as possible, and we'd love to expand our reach into this community.